Hi everyone, hope you are well. Now, I've made videos in the past about fabricated racism in the Premier League and fabricated racism in football. One of the stories I didn't cover was when Raheem Stirling was supposedly racially abused by Chelsea fans. I bring this up now as the Financial Times has returned to the story. Raheem Stirling, the England star who took on the racist. Now you'll see this is an absolutely ridiculous story when you read the reason for it, but first we'll look at the actual clip in which Raheem Stirling was allegedly racially abused. Okay. That is it. Well, this is what came up on social media following that. Loads of stories about this guy clearly, this gentleman, clearly racially abusing Raheem. Okay, and off the back of it, Raheem landed a big sponsorship deal for Nike. That video is up on YouTube actually. I'll show you the comment I left. Oh well, after all that, it turns out Raheem was not being racially abused in this clip. The guy went to court and was found not guilty. All this fuss about nothing. Wonder if Raheem handed back his Nike sponsorship deal after this, which he earned off the back of it. We eventually find halfway through the story that discrimination can be subtle, even abuse can be hard to identify. In March, the Crown Prosecution Service said that there was insufficient evidence to charge the Chelsea fan accused of abusing Stirling. The man argued that he had called Stirling a mank, 4-letter word, not a black one. He apologised anyway, saying that he got carried away. Exactly, there's no proof in that video that that guy was shouting racist abuse. So it turned out, according to the courts, it was a fuss about nothing. Now, like I said in my comment, did Raheem Stirling hand back the massive sponsorship deal that he got on the back of this racial abuse? I'm going to say no, probably not. You can read this story in the Telegraph. Raheem Stirling becomes face of new Nike advert after speaking out on racism. The American sportswear giant Nike has moved swiftly to launch a campaign that positions Raheem Stirling similar to the way it did the former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Now, you could make a whole video on the unusualnesses of Colin Kaepernick. Maybe that's one for the future. But we'll stick with Raheem for now. Following the Manchester City man's outspoken analysis of the media's portrayal of young black footballers. This came in the wake of the video we just saw. Why did the Telegraph want to return to this story? Let's just read it. Brighton! ! Raheem Stirling is animated. He is remembering the last time that he was racially abused on a football pitch, or rather, that he thought he was going to be racially abused. Manchester City were sealing the Premier League title away at Brighton. That Premier League title race between Liverpool and City was fixed, by the way. Going back to the story. German midfielder Ike Gundogan had just scored their 4th goal and Stirling was about to join a celebratory melee. This is now Raheem talking. I'm running over and I'm looking at the fans and I can see this guy's going to shout something. I swear to you, you could see the anger on his face. But something changed. Making eye contact with Stirling, the Brighton fan softened. And he just closed his mouth and put his thumb up, saying, "Stay Stirling," mimicking the supporter. And I was like, yeah, you'd better not say anything. Now that's a massive assumption on Raheem Stirling's part that whichever fan this was he made eye contact to was going to make a racist comment. Yet it was worthy of writing a news article which goes on a ridiculous amount of time talking a load of nonsense. Well, it brings up about his father being shot. Stirling was born in Jamaica. When he was 2, his father was shot dead. Soon afterwards, his mother Nadine moved to the UK. He then later goes on to say, "I'll never forget waking up at 5 in the morning before school and helping my mum clean the toilets in the hotel at Stonebridge. The only good part about it was that my mum would let us pick anything we wanted from the vending machine when we finished." Now, I think the hotel in Stonebridge should seriously look at its health and safety and child labour laws if it's true that they allowed a young boy to help clean the toilets in their hotel. Right, and that goes on and on and on. He also talks about first time he experienced racism in an incident. He was recognised and headbutted on the way home from school. but he doesn't mention any racism taking part. Yeah, they've made a huge story over Raheem thinking he was about to be racially abused. It's more fabricated. I'm making this video on the morning of the Champions League final tonight, another event which I think has got to be fixed. We'll see if world-class footballers suddenly forget how to score goals, or forget how to save balls, or forget how to defend. Football, the really high-profile stuff, I'm not talking necessarily about non-league, or this, when it makes it into the papers, always fabricated, always. Yeah, okay, I won't go on too much about this, because as I say, it's a load of nonsense, but if you've got anything to share on the issue, I'd love to hear it. Thank you for watching.